Relationships are always tricky things, and dating someone new can be especially daunting in this age of new technology. To kick off our new series, The Rules of Love, let's hit some helpful tips from Matt Bean, senior editor of Men's Health magazine, and Belisa Vranic, contributor to Women's Health. Good morning to you both.
How you doing, Harry?
All right, I'm going to set up a little scenario for you. So it was Saturday night, and I had a first date.
All right.
It went great. This didn't actually happen to me. I'm just setting up a scenario, all right? And it went really, really great. Really great. Nobody went to the other person's home for the evening, for the rest of the evening, but it just was so great. If I'm the guy, do I send an email or do I send a text message?
Well, it depends on what you want to say, right? You don't want to give her an avalanche of communication right after that first moment, and I'm sure you can probably answer this better than I can, but my theory is this: it should be like tennis, a series of increasing volleys, not baseball. You're not trying to strike anybody out with the communication.
Okay.
Especially not her, if you've had a good date.
Because you used to call. In the past, one would call, maybe even send flowers, but now it's all about this.
Don't send flowers, that's way too much. That will overwhelm her. Now, just do a little bit of this and just right away say, I had a great time with you.
Right.
Hope to do it soon again.
Right.
Or again soon, rather.
And you're reassuring.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not overwhelming, though.
There is a temptation, is there not, for people to say too much?
People say way too much on email, on Twitter, on Facebook, because, look, if I'm with you right now, there's a barrier there in that we obviously know that I don't know everything about you, but when I'm sitting there in front of my computer late at night, there's the tendency people have to just sort of brain dump. And then the next thing you know, when you hang out in person again, it's kind of weird because you know too much about the person.
At what point do you get skeeved out by the amount of information that's coming at you from this person who you just had this great date with?
That's a great question.
Don't you risk the peril of turning that person off?
You do, because what happens is that the guy, you usually end up feeling pretty sassy about the date, pretty confident about the date, and you may say too much. You may get a little bit too provocative, and all of a sudden we're thinking, he's assuming an awful lot, isn't he?
Right.
So that's the...
On the other hand, though, okay, say you're the person I went out with Friday night, and we had this great date.
I had a great time, by the way.
It wasn't it terrific? Are you expecting...
We need to switch seats. I feel like I'm in the middle.
What is your expectation from me in terms of... When you go home and you close the door and after you brush your teeth, are you sitting there waiting for the instant message to pop up?
See, this is the difference between men and women. I am checking that BlackBerry the second you leave.
Right.
So it's not even brushing my teeth. I've already checked it 10 times by the time we get to the toothbrush.
Yeah.
I am expecting a message
Do guys
quickly.
know that?
I don't think guys realize that, and another thing they don't realize is anything you text or email or Facebook or whatever can and will be used against you. Guys are just using it as another way to communicate.
Right.
Women sometimes maybe read a little bit more into it, right?
We read a lot into it, and we save it, and we reread it, and we show our friends, and we keep it for prosperity.
Okay, now that's another... So
keep it holstered, buddy. Keep it holstered.
Is there that... So if there's a especially juicy or perhaps provocative email that has been sent, chances are, the girls are going to share it with the girls. Are the guys going to share it with the guys?
I mean, I can't speak from personal experience, but I do know you're in a bar, somebody gets a racy text message, the first thing they're going to do is hold it up like a lighter at a concert. Hey guys, look what I just got. Dude! Look at this! Can you believe this? So people need to know that that's what's going to happen with something like that. Unless you're in a relationship where you trust the person and you know it's not going to get thrown up, splashed around the internet or the bar.
Until you break up, and then it will.
Do you have a sense that most people have any idea whatsoever how to mind their P's and Q's with regard to this?
I think so. I think people are learning how to do it slowly, but they are saying thank you. They are ending conversations a little bit shorter. They are realizing that, last year, 2 trillion texts were out there.
Right.
2 trillion
That's
texts.
many. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I can't count that high. But you know what? So less is more is the bottom line.
Less is more.
There you go. Up next. Thank you very much.